What a beautiful brand new day. Can't wait to see what today has in store.
Oh, jeez. This dude must be possessed. Oh no! Well, sounds like you need to rest in peace. Yeah, thank you. I know that. Wait, what did you just say? Finally, inner peace.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake. This channel is called Jake of All Trades, and today, this is like I don't know how many times I've tried to re-record this intro now because I've been realizing I've been making some ignorant statements in the previous versions of which you guys would never have known about had I not just admitted to it just now. Anyway, the reason I'm saying that is because I was originally saying, oh, brand new song for Brand New Day featuring Tim Henson and Scott LePage from Polyphia, only to realize it wasn't a brand new song. It was released in 2019, and the video, the official live video that they just released, is brand new as of 2 weeks ago. A little late to the party here. Anyway, I kind of had like an off feeling when I finished that intro and was like, let me look into this, and then it's like, oh yeah, 2019 and all this other stuff. So then I'm like, okay, we gotta redo this, and also realized that two commenters suggested this one and I completely blanked about it. So I'm gonna give you guys a shout out here. One, Jag Lemens, thank you for suggesting this, and also Jake Muller 8626. So thank you guys for suggesting this. We're gonna be doing a compare and contrast between the studio version and the recently released live version today. So without me yapping on, let's get started. All right, guys, here we go. Studio version, brand new day. Here we go. This is delightful. So much ear candy. And of course it stops. Go figure. Go figure. We're gonna try that again. Give me a couple minutes.
A few moments later.
So, sorry about the false start there. Turns out, at about the 34-second mark or whatever that was, there's a big thing that popped up on the screen that says, video unavailable. So just like they decided to not let me watch it for some reason. So, I'm gonna have to play the iTunes version and just throw up a little thing on the screen to be like, I'm still doing a reaction like I normally do, something like that. Anyway, here we go. We're gonna try that again without any further ado. And go. Pretty. Very pretty. I love this. Electronic. I'm overwhelmed. Completely overwhelmed. The verses are just so pretty. The way they just subtly build it. And I kind of like the little poppy sort of element there. So, oh my god. Ooh, that was deep. Those harmonies. So good. Can't even keep up. I'm so overwhelmed with how good this is. Oh man, that was incredible. All right, time to get to the official live video. I am really curious after hearing all that ear candy and the studio version, like which one of them's doing which part, and oh gosh, this is gonna be incredible. Here we go. The easing in. It's pretty. There they are. They are so well rehearsed. Even just in that little bit there. Is he on an 8 string? Of course, the phrases. And my computer's crashing. Go figure. All right, we're gonna have to restart that because apparently everything about this wants me to just have all the possible mess ups in the world for this particular video. 2 weeks late, like video clunks out on me on the studio version. I bet I'm gonna get copyright blocked for that too. And now like the entire video freezes to a live version. God help me!
1 hour and several chores later.
Okay. Let's see if the computer's done rusting. We will get it right this time. All right, here we go. Round 2, the live version, Brand New Day, Baby Metal featuring Tim Henson and Scott LePage from Polyphia. God help me. Here we go. This almost seems like the first song in the show. Let me know, I'm kind of curious. The graphics are awesome. And the lights, too. It's just like they're enveloped in light. Ooh. That 8-string low, that is... Just those lasers, how it just like, it's so cool. Ooh. It's really beautifully coordinated. Like one shot can't encapsulate everything that's going on here. It's like you should have a camera on every single one of them. Like that motion. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, there you go. That's cool. The talent from those guys are just never be able to replicate that. Like that step-by-step. They're very smooth in their choreography. Oh, that was cool. I like that visual there.
A few more hours later.
So, kind of like the false starts with the intro and the first reaction and the second reaction. I'm also, this isn't my first take at this one either because of screw-ups that came into the play for this one. False starts on all clips. Anyways, so where do I even begin with this? This was an overwhelming sensory experience from beginning to end. And the live version was very much faithful to the studio. There wasn't a lot of major differences between them other than like the extended intro that led into the start of the song. And I think the other major difference I noticed was Tim's guitar tone when he was doing his solo. In the studio version, it sounds like he, again, I might be wrong about this. I've never had enough money to really play around with guitar effects and amps and all that sort of stuff. It's just like budget and learn on your own sort of stuff. So I'm not an expert. So please correct me if you guys know more. But the way it sounded to me was like Tim had two separate signals from his guitar in the studio version, one going to kind of a cleaner signal and one kind of going to a slightly more overdriven signal, and they just kind of layered on top of each other and created a really, really cool, unique tone. Whereas in the live version, it sounds like it's just more overdriven rather than like having as much clean. It's still cleaner than Scott's. And when I say clean, I don't mean in terms of like the extra noise or anything like that if you like hit the wrong string or whatever while you're picking. I mean in terms of like Scott's a little bit more of an overdriven guitar. Like his solo was just more, had more distortion to it, it seemed like, at least to my ears. But Tim seemed to lack as much of that cleanness as it did in the studio version. So that was kind of like the major thing that I noticed. Major, it wasn't really that big of a difference, but it was just something that I perceived anyway. So anyway, talking about the song as a whole, gosh, this live version just enhanced everything about the studio. Because obviously one of the big things about BABYMETAL's whole brand is the dance. And you don't get that when you just like turn their song on, right? You don't get to see the visual experience of the meticulously crafted choreography that they have in their dancing. And Moa Metal and Momo Metal like had just ridiculously tight coordination. Just even when they walked out on stage, the three of them, they stepped together. Their arms got raised together at the same pace. There was no lag time. It wasn't like one went up and one went up slightly later. They were exactly in rhythm at exactly the same time. I can't even imagine the amount of hours they have to put into getting that exactly right. It's really, truly incredible. And Moa Metal and Momo Metal will be like perfect mirror images of each other while Sue is in the middle singing. And I know that Moa and Momo do vocals as well, but Sue's kind of the lead there from what it looks like. On top of that, they have these moments where one would kind of wave up and another would wave up and then the third would wave up. And the way they do that just so fluidly is really cool. Because I remember in Ratatata, their movements seemed a lot more natural. But in this one, they were much more fluid because the song was a little bit more beautiful. And even the verses, I could just kind of picture a calm sort of sea sort of feeling to those. And then like in the latter half of the verse, like you kind of got a little bit more of the heavy guitar kind of punching in, creating some more build to the chorus. Their movements reflected that really, really well. Yeah, obviously Tim and Scott, their guitar skills and the way that they play is mind-boggling to me. Like, it makes me not want to pick up a guitar ever again, because it's like, why would you watch anybody else or listen to anybody else play guitar? They are the pinnacle. All right, they've won. It's over. I ain't matching that ever. Maybe if you gave me, maybe by the time the sun explodes and if I was somehow able to become immortal, maybe I might get to a fraction of what they've been able to do, but it's absolutely incredible. And then one of the other things I was thinking about too was their guitar. Tim's playing on the 8th string and Scott's playing on the 6th string, and I was trying to see if I could find like the tuning that they use, and I kind of got a little bit of an idea. Maybe the 8th string might be in like a drop E. That's kind of what it sounds like. I might be wrong about that, but maybe Scott's is standard, and maybe he just uses one of those detune pedals to get him the octave down, or maybe he's like doing the octave up. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. I can't quite pick that out of the mix, but still, it's cool, and I like just how beefy that 8th string is. That bow is. I love low tunes. I love low tunes. There's a point where it gets too obnoxious, but I love low tunes. So I don't have much more to add. It was just a sensory overload experience, and it just creates a super amazing sonic environment. And I don't have much more to say. I'm overwhelmed. Anyway, so if you guys enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed my analysis and my reaction, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on all the notifications so that you don't miss anything going forward. If you have any suggestions for BABYMETAL, Tim, Polyphia, Scott, any other band you'd like me to check out, drop it in a comment below. And if you want to see any guitar covers, vocal covers, shorts, or whatever from me, drop it in a comment below as well, and I will give you a shout out if and when I decide to do any of those. I also want to thank Jonas S. for your support on Patreon. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. That's all for today. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate every single one of you who comes by and interacts with my videos. But that's it. Thank you. Enjoy your day. God bless you. And rock on.